In one of my previous videos, I talked about the Oppo Find X8s, which is a compact flagship phone from the brand, and it is launching in China on the 10th of April. Now, alongside that phone, we are also getting the Oppo Find X8 Ultra. As the name shows, this is the successor to the Oppo Find X7 Ultra that had a ridiculous camera hardware which included not one, but two periscope telephoto cameras on the back. While we still have a few days left for the official launch, we know almost everything already except for the price. So in this video, let us talk about the Oppo Find X8 Ultra. As the name suggests, this phone is going to compete with the best camera phones from other smartphone companies like the Galaxy S25 Ultra by Samsung, the upcoming X200 Ultra by Vivo, the 15 Ultra by Xiaomi, and the iPhone 16 Pro Max by Apple. Speaking of the design first, the Oppo Find X8 Ultra looks similar to the Find X8 Pro, which was launched last year in China. There is a big circular camera module on the back which has 4 cameras and the Hasselblad branding. The frame of the phone is flat this year and not rounded like the Find X7 Ultra. Now, one of the reasons for this is a flat display on the front. Now, while the display is flat, the glass on top is slightly curved on the sides. The bezels on this phone are extremely slim, and Oppo says they are as slim as 1.4mm. Another thing worth mentioning is the lack of an alert slider which was present on the Find X8 Pro. Instead of that, Oppo Find X8 Ultra has an iPhone-like action button on the left. And well, that is all about the design. Let us talk about the cameras now because they are the main USP of this phone. The Oppo Find X8 Ultra has 4 cameras on the back. The primary camera has a 1-inch Sony Light 900 sensor with an f1.8 lens. This is the same as the primary camera on the Find X7 Ultra. The ultra-wide camera on the Find X8 Ultra has a 1/2.76-inch 50-megapixel Samsung JN5 sensor. Now, this sounds like a downgrade from last year as the Find X7 Ultra had a larger 1/1.95-inch Sony Light 600 sensor for its ultra-wide camera. The 3x periscope telephoto camera on the Find X8 Ultra has a 1/1.56-inch 50-megapixel Sony Light 700 sensor and an f2.1 lens. For comparison, the same camera on the Find X7 Ultra had a 1/1.56-inch 50-megapixel Sony IMX890 sensor and an f2.6 lens. So the X8 Ultra has a wider aperture lens for the 3x periscope telephoto camera. Finally, we have the star of the show, which is the 6x periscope telephoto camera. It has a 1/1.95-inch 50-megapixel Sony Light 600 sensor and an f3.1 lens. For comparison, the same camera on the Find X7 Ultra had a 1/2.51-inch Sony IMX858 sensor with an f4.3 aperture lens. So this year, the 6x periscope telephoto camera is getting not only a wider aperture lens but also a larger sensor. The Find X8 Ultra also has a 2-megapixel multispectral sensor on the back, which should help in improving the color reproduction and more accurate skin tones. On the front, the phone has a 32-megapixel sensor. As for the rest of the specifications, the Find X8 Ultra has a Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, and there is a massive 6100 mAh battery. The phone supports 100-watt wired charging and 50-watt wireless charging. There is a large 6.82-inch LTPO OLED panel with a Quad HD Plus resolution and an ultrasonic under-display fingerprint scanner. The phone is IP68 and IP69 certified, and the thickness is 8.78 mm. Well, the Oppo Find X8 Ultra indeed has an impressive hardware, so let us see how all of this translates into real-world performance. What are your opinions? Do let me know via the comment section below, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.